Hello everybody, today a look at two affordable outdoor knives, and if you have not yet tried any of those you really should actually. We're talking about Mora. Mora from Sweden are very affordable fixed knives. They are affordable because they are absolutely no-nonsense pure working knives, and they come in various factors, and the basic characteristics is that they are always very affordable and they really perform a lot above their price level. So what am I talking about here? Well, this is the Mora Craftline Allround. Like it says, an all-round kind of fixed blade, and this is a more special one, the Mora 2010. A more special knife. First, a look here at the Craftline. So actually many Moras look roughly like this one. Have roughly this kind of form. Typical is a synthetic handle, and here in this relatively recent Craftline, it is covered with a nice grippy rubbery texture. Also typical is always bright colors, so you don't expect a very stylish kind of carved wood like you have typically with Scandinavian knives. So these are really no-nonsense working knives. The blade of this one is 12C27, which is at perfectly acceptable Sandvik steel that combines good edge holding and is also pretty tough for harder work. It won't chip easily. And the grind, they call that a Scandic grind actually, so it goes from here to the edge in one go. I mean, there's not just at the edge a secondary bevel. It's in one go that it sharpens until the edge, and typically this is very good for woodworking in general. The blade is only 2mm thick, which I like. I like thin blades. That makes that Moras are very good cutters in general. It also means that they are, well, not exactly designed to chop with them, but they are really strong enough for most uses actually. The combination of a thin blade and synthetic handle makes that this model is around 80 grams heavy only. The blade of this one is around 10 centimeters long, so it's around 4 inches actually. And like I say, it's very good in the hand actually. They come always with a sheath. And they are not made of leather or so, but some people make leather sheets for them. It's always one piece of plastic that fits very well, so it won't ever fall out actually. With here a clip for your trousers, and at the bottom there is a little hole if there is water inside, that it can easily flow out. So you see, you really have to do a bit of an effort to take it out. So I actually think that a Mora like this one, together with an Opinel, both cost, let's say, 10 euros. With that you can do in fact almost everything. This one is very good for outdoor cooking, for general cutting outdoors and so on. It's really perfectly usable, and indeed they are in Scandinavia very popular, as they are in the export markets, because they offer so much value. So here then the slightly more special one, the Mora 2010 actually. It has quite a dramatic grind, you could say. You see, it also is ground sideways, you could say, from here towards the edge. So it's also 2mm near the handle, and then the edge becomes also more and more thin actually. Otherwise roughly same characteristics, 12C27 steel probably, but I'm not certain that let's say I'm pretty certain that the blade of this one doesn't run very far in the handle, so that makes that you really shouldn't chop with it, but only cut for the sturdiness. Because I say that probably because I've seen it once, a Röntgen scan photo of a similar one to this one. It wasn't too far in the handle. Yes, they also exist in carbon steel. I forgot to say that. It's depending on what you like. I like 12C27 a lot. Now this one, because this actually, the blade is very similar to the Mora 2000, which is kind of a military looking survival knife, and it has in fact in essence the same blade, but a bit, this one is a bit shorter, it's around 10.5 centimeters if I remember well. Well, almost 11 actually, so it's while the Mora 2000 was another centimeter or so longer. And what you had with that one was that the blade pin sticked very deep inside the handle, so it was almost like full tang. I'm not 100% certain how it is with this one. It's probably not as far as a Mora 2000 because of the handle shape, but deeper than usual. So and then the blade also has several, you could say, cutouts, so that the plastic around it forms very well, so you have a really sturdy handle. Now this one is actually enormously good in the hand, as you can see, thanks to this big finger cutout. Your hand won't easily come on the blade. It's also made of some kind of synthetic material, which is actually a kind of a very hard rubber, but it's still not as hard as pure plastic, and it gives enough friction actually. You cannot compare this with something like G10 when it comes to friction giving for hand holding, but it is actually very dependable. You can also see that actually the sheath of this one is actually a bit better than, well, more modern than the red one here. Well, in essence they fit still very well. It also has this little hole here for the where is it here? It also has the hole here to get the water flowing away, but look here, the clip is actually can turn a bit, which is handy when you use it all day, that it will move with the way you sit and so on, that will be more comfortable than a fixed clip like this one. So really perfectly usable knives. Indeed, the color scheme, well, they really scream utilitarian. And they don't really have a charm of a Roselli with nice wooden handles. But then again, this knife is around 10 euro or something. This one is a bit more expensive. It's around 25 euros, which actually for both of them they are really high performance, and I really, once you use them for whatever task, you would really wonder why should you actually pay more for something else, because they are really so good, so light. This is around 105 grams by the way. It's a bit heavier, but still very light by fixed knife standards, again because of the thin blade that makes for very good slicing. If you would do a lot of outdoor work, well, this one is perfectly acceptable actually. This one is a bit lighter in use, so if you would choose one, well, probably here the 2010 is, from what I hear, also opinions of others, one of the best Moras actually. Totally almost indestructible actually. Very high performer. 12C27 is completely stainless as well, and I mentioned already is pretty tough, so it won't chip. Synthetic handles are not too cold to the touch when you use them outside, so there are really a lot of really good things about them. So, well, with fixed blades there's never that much to say, except if they're historical. That's why these clips are always a bit shorter, but I think I hope that I convince you that if you don't have a Mora yet, you should try one. And even if you're really on a budget, a Mora and an Opinel for a folding knife, this is a kit that is difficult to beat actually for an enormously low price. So I hope this was interesting. The Mora Craftline Allround here. There are other craft lines by the way for electricians, one a serrated one for rope cutting, etc. So there are a few variants, but the all-round knife is what most people would use. And here a very much outdoor, almost survival kind of knife, quite a bit sturdier because it's a bit higher, you could say. The width is a bit higher. A very good outdoor knife, the Mora 2010. As usual, feel free to leave feedback.